Me.
Yeah, you're done too.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe let's do some StarCraft campaign. Nah,
Burger campaign.
I don't want to do that. I really don't. I'm just gonna go play like a game or two of this. I just don't wanna. All these great people in the chat, I can't leave them. You know.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
bro.
Yeah. All right. Later. See ya. Mm 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 mm. Mm. I just want Halo to be here, man. I don't want to play too much more chat. I know we were just talking about that. Overwatch is probably gonna be really silly, but I'll see how a game or two goes. You know, I don't really take Overwatch seriously anymore. If I were to, I would need a team of six that would have a that have the skill and just are willing to listen to what I have to say. Because a lot of the Overwatch players play to this certain mentality that's been instilled on them, and they aren't willing on changing, or they're just stuck. You know, so team game. That's why I've been leaning more towards like individual stuff. I looked into fighting games for a little bit. I I, I keep feeling drawn towards StarCraft, but I don't know, man. I might like I feel like I would have picked it up over all these years if I really wanted to. It's just Halo is like the one thing I really feel attached to. I say that all the time, but that's because every one of these games I look at, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Halo, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for, you know? Let's see what skins we got.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Empty your mind. Focus on the task at
I don't like Anna and Zenyatta together, but the reason why I'm going Anna is because I think that she's very good at holding on defense if you set up in the right spot. And a lot of people don't do that, and that's what I'm trying to do anyways. So I'm gonna pick a character that aligns with that. Because if I have to carry the heals because my Zenyatta got picked off or my team's getting overrun or overpressured, like the Orisa should be here, and you just kind of get in a strong spot. Reason being is because if you get split up, and maybe people don't see this as obvious as I do, but if you have to look in two different directions, you're not she's a like if you have people on both sides of you, it's not very good. She's pretty trapped there if they had committed a little harder to a push, you know.
Nem, watching your back.
Yeah, I needed to play for myself there, but if I didn't try to help them, yeah, I should have just played for myself. I was worried that they were gonna get picked off if I didn't because they had the numbers. They just weren't
You're not getting rid of
very
me
good.
that
If that was a full squad of 6, I would have needed to try to help keep someone alive because they were about to get bursted, but they didn't get bursted because the other team just didn't like coordinate on that level, you know. And then try to play for myself. So I was looking for that window and it just never happened. Sometimes it's hard to tell because sometimes it'll happen like a second after. So I tried to hang in there as long as I could, and one of the biggest reasons I don't really like Anna Zenyatta together is low mobility on both, and And you really just want to. The healers need to be able to protect each other at times.
Experience tranquility.
Ah, gee,
I need healing. Thank you, Master.
she keeps overextending.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh, this is gone. Oh, damn, that would have been a huge nade if I just waited a second. Nice, dude. Good job. Nice hold. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello there.
The sleep dart onto the Zenyatta, I don't know if it was, but it may have been absolutely huge because that dude may have had Transcendence and could have kept his whole entire team alive. So by putting him to sleep like that, it let the Pharah get the kill onto him, and then the rest of them were able to kind of go down. Also, the ulti on...
Group up with me. Defend the objective.
Got you in my sights.
This will help.
60 seconds remaining.
I have to play for myself here. Oh, I missed. I'm dead.
Into the iris. Experience tranquility.
Just a scratch, you'll be fine. Rendezvous at my position. My ultimate is ready.
10 seconds.
Like right there?
Time.
I didn't want to spend any more time, but if I got the if I got the extra shot on
Get in there.
if I got the shot that
It's quiet.
that healed the Genji because the Genji was aware enough to back up to me, you know, like it's kind of a game changer there. Because I didn't want him to take any, I didn't want him to die while I was rotating, but I also needed to rotate for myself. So it's kind of like a tricky balance in a solo queue environment. In something more competitive, it's much different. I usually go Lucio here because just as my team was sitting overextended the whole time, the enemy team is most likely going to do the same thing. So if I can just get past them, I can deteriorate their whole entire setup just by somebody messing around and touching the point. Or at worst case scenario, start pulling 1 or 2 players to come look at me, and that will make it a 4-on-6 at the front door in a spot that the enemy team does not have any strength. So that alone can win us the point. I do a lot of stuff like that because it's just, I don't know, it's just the right thing to do in a sense, you know, like that's just, if the enemy team is overextended like that, you want to deteriorate their positioning before really committing to a fight, so that you have a higher chance, you know, you have the best chance of winning. It should be pretty solid at that point. And just like on the flip side, when you're on defense, there you wanna set up around the strongest point. That's kind of what I'm doing here, just doing the reverse. I want to take the strongest point away. Also on defense there, I made a call saying that like, oh, we were done there, like, or we were gonna have to give it that point. That's just from, like, that's usually what happens in my solo queue games, you know. It's very rare that that actually went down that way. I'm not gonna go back with him. I recognized how many people were there, so all I had to do was try to touch. And then play for myself and stay alive. I'm like not gonna get any kills like this. Oh, okay. I'll take 2. Oh wow, I've never been trapped midair like that. That's interesting. You see how that works though? I didn't necessarily get. I mean, I did get the kills. I didn't necessarily deal a large percentage of the damage, though I am Lucio. But what I did do is I started shooting them from 2 different directions, and they were stuck, you know, not being able to stop that damage. So it's just a little food for thought kind of thing, and just think about it. It applies to every checkpoint that is a king of the hill like that. Is you're gonna play it out in a very similar sense. Oh, nice. We get a nice view of this here.
Justice reigns from above. Systems at max.
I'd like to start doing a couple more Overwatch videos and start talking about stuff like that. So if you found this one to be helpful, definitely leave a comment below and let me know maybe some of the maps that you're struggling with, or some of the game types that you feel you could use some help with, or any of that kind of stuff. And I'll try my best to get to it.